Last year at CES 2017, we got a sneak preview of the OneWheel Plus. It was this awesome new rideable from Future Motion, but this year they are back with a new and improved version called the OneWheel Plus XR, which stands for Extended Range or Extra Rad, in my opinion. So at first glance, this thing doesn't look too much different from the previous generation, but looks can be deceiving. Under the hood, this thing has quite a bit more muscle than the previous generation. So I'm gonna let Jack tell you what is different. So Jack, what is so special about the OneWheel Plus XR?
Yeah, so we've spent a lot of time and a lot of focus on creating the most beautiful riding experience on the planet Earth. And the number one thing that we heard from our riders is, I want to enjoy this experience over a really long period of time, right? So we took that to heart and developed the OneWheel Plus XR, which goes 12 to 18 miles. So you can take that same amazing riding experience and go on big adventures or crush your city, ride all day. It really changes how you use the board. We talk about last mile vehicles. This is not a last mile vehicle anymore, right? This is like for any mile vehicle. It's just a joy to ride.
All right, so I gotta ask, it has double the range, more than double the range. It has more power and more torque. How did you fit all of that stuff into this board that looks more or less identical to the old one?
Yeah, we have really smart engineers, people that are way smarter than myself working on that, thankfully. Yeah, I don't know is the short answer. I don't know. It looks very similar. It's not a lot heavier, maybe a pound or two at most. It's just absolutely unbelievable. When we were testing the range to try to figure out exactly what ballpark we were in, our riders were actually not able to complete a full single charge in one ride. People would have to download podcasts, take breaks. We need like some Skechers extra foam. It's more than like the human capability for a single ride is. More like how you use an electric car than how you use, most other light electric vehicles.
So we just took it for a nice little ride, a little cruise through a parking structure here in Vegas because they wouldn't let us ride on Fremont Street. And it was just every bit as buttery and smooth as the OneWheel Plus, but it's got that little extra bit of like torque and power. So we just breezed up those inclines in the parking structure. It's every bit as fun and enjoyable as the previous generations, but you do have more power and double the range, which was pretty awesome. I mean, really, for me, that was one of the psychology of the whole thing was a big breakthrough point for me when I rode the original one. It was like all of a sudden you got this big wheel under you. You can ride over anything, and it just completely changes how you view riding like a skateboard or just getting around town. So I feel like this is kind of going to offer a similar thing. Like, just knowing that you can go all day or all week without having to recharge is going to just it's going to be one less thing that you have to worry about. And it's one less thing standing between you and just getting on a board and going.
It's really like a practical vehicle in a lot of regards. Yeah, I think there's a growing trend of people that want to move through their cities in new ways. Don't want to be stuck in traffic. Don't want to walk. Don't want to drive. And this technology really meets that demand in a way that makes this a practical vehicle.
Most importantly, when is this thing going to be available and how much is it going to cost me?
So the OneWheel Plus XR is available for pre-order now. It's $17.99, which I believe is a screaming deal. And it will be shipping in March. So get your orders in now because you don't want to be not going on epic adventures come springtime.